afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, how'd your homework go from last week?
It went alright.
Alright. Define alright. What were some of the answers that you put down for the substance abuse diary that we went over?
Well, it asked when and where I was
Okay.
when the incident first happened. And I wrote down that I was at my buddy's house at a house party that he was having.
Okay.
It asked what I did, what I drank or used and how much. Honestly, I don't think it was that big of a deal. I had, a few beers and a little bit of weed, and, one thing led to another, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal, to be honest with you.
Okay. We'll definitely talk more about that in our individual session coming up soon. Kelly, how'd your homework go?
It was awful.
Why awful?
Well, when you have a car accident, you're reminded of it, you don't want to go back to that again.
Okay. So this happened recently?
About 6 months ago.
Okay, okay. And when you got reminded, was there anything that you were able to do based off of some of the mindfulness techniques we've gone over in class to help you to take your mind off of the negative situation?
I tried the deep breathing, but I still felt very choked.
Okay, okay. Well, that's why I wanted to make sure I went over the homework. First today, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we go over some mindfulness techniques, but first we're going to start with a mindfulness activity. So, Mike, I need you to use your singing voice and go ahead and read that out.
What, are you serious?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
You get to read the first line, and then you can pass it to Kelly. You guys can pass it back until it's over.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 merrily.
Wow. Life is but a dream. The big and bright red bird flew through the orange curtains into the blue sky.
That's it.
Okay. Well, how'd that feel for you guys? Weird?
Awkward?
Awkward?
Pointless?
Pointless? Why pointless?
I didn't understand what the point of it was.
Okay. Well, the point was to kind of break the ice a little bit. It sounds like you guys had a rough week or a rough situation that happened recently. So, figured that song would kind of help take away from those thoughts, temporarily at least. But the next thing I'd like to do is go over the current relationships you guys have been experiencing and why they are important and who are they? Family members, friends? So Kelly, would you like to start?
I mean, my mom's around, but she's kind of a drag.
Okay.
Dad's out of the picture. I have some of my friends, but it's hard to think about them. It's hard to hang around them ever since the accident.
Okay.
So,
Now, would you say, well, for me to understand, I want to make sure I'm fully understanding, would you say your best relationships are with your friends or your mother?
I'd say with my friends, for sure.
Okay. Okay. And why your friends? Why those? Why that group in particular?
I don't know, 'cause we hang out and we do stuff together, and it's not always nagging you to do your homework, or nagging you to clean your room, or telling you what to do. They actually listen to you.
Okay, great. So you get an opportunity to kind of get away. Okay. Mike, how about you?
I've been talking to my girlfriend a lot lately,
Okay.
and it's just nice to be able to talk to her about stuff that, I wouldn't really be able to talk to with, like, my parents or, other family members of mine.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, that's great. Well, next we're going to move on to some scenarios. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a scenario and you get the opportunity to role play. See how your interpersonal effectiveness is going. Test those skills we've been going over. So, situation. Your mom has asked you for 1 week to clean your room, but you haven't. you wanna go to the party tonight, but your mom says you can't go because you have